Hey, 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 hey. It's Friday, guys. All you guys on my personal profile here on my social media page. How are you doing? Today is Friday. And of course, this is your day. I come here on every Friday. We talk about all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah, something very inspiring. But today, I want to finish eating that frog. I have a good friend, and she kept saying to me, Miss, if I hear you talking about that frog thing, that frog thing, that frog thing, that frog. Yeah, it's interesting. You talk about that frog thing, that frog thing. All right. I said, okay, let's do some more work on the frog. It's gonna be the final portion of the frog on the table today. Okay, we're gonna put it all together. So if you're gonna be joining me live, let me know where you're joining from. And if you're gonna be watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from. Because today we're gonna finish that Brian Tracy book, Eat That Frog. He gave us about 20 or 21 ways. Yeah, 21 great ways to stop procrastinating. We a lot of us feel we don't procrastinate, but guess what? We do. We definitely do. Such a subtle of way of just kind of sliding stuff over, just kind of like putting it off. Yeah, we all do. When first I raise my hand, of course I procrastinate, but I'm learning and I'm growing. I'm growing. I'm doing better every day because I read and get insights, right? And this is a great book if you want to really crack that code. Yeah, Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog. Um, 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get your work done in less time, right? Yeah, that's what we are. We're always trying to work smarter, not harder. All right. So today we are going to just wrap it up. So if we have met before, my name is Yvette Garel. And, I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite islands here. So I'm trying to wear my necklace. So I hope you like it. But yeah, I am. I do this because this is a part of what we do. I'm an online marketer and I do help folks to leverage social media to take their business online using these strategies and the tips and the tools that social media provide. And I'm here in this community, just to talk about stuff. I'm going to refer to a post I made the other day that we need to say no more. Say no more than we say yes. I know that it didn't resonate with a lot of people, but I did. I thought about it. I said I'm gonna post it anyway because that's something that we need to know. It's something we need to talk about. There's some things we don't like to talk about. We don't like to talk about some things, but we need to grow into some things. And that is one area of life that many people, including myself, need to grow into. We need to recognize that no is a word just like yes, and we cannot say yes to everything, and we cannot say no to everything. So we have to balance it out. But do you realize you say yes more than you say no? And sometimes you say yes for what you really don't want to say yes for, or you say no to what you really don't want to even talk about when you should have said yes, and vice versa. So it was a post for you to kind of check it out, check it out for yourself because yeah, try to say no more than you say yes. You're gonna be like looked upon like you're mean, you're cruel, because some things we really don't want to say yes to, but we say yes. And I think that's just poured it just eats up our little conscience, because we can't live with that. It's, man, I just said yes. I really don't want to do it, but I just said yes to appease the next person. We got to be more truthful to ourselves. And so that was what that post was all about. So yes, I did put it, yes, because I'm telling you, I was reading an article on it, and that's why I posted it, because it resonated with me so well that I'm like, gave me something to think about. Just wanted to share with you guys. Yes, think about, we don't say no often enough. And no doesn't necessarily mean that you're impolite. Meaning that you just maybe not be able to do this right now because you have some things to do, or whatever the case is, or you take it up later on, but you must be true to yourself. All right, well, that's not the topic for today. But I thought I'd share that. So we're going to put it all together because Brian Tracy gave us 21 ways to eat that frog. And my dear friend, I hope that you'll enjoy eating the rest of the frog today. You know who you are. I know you'll be watching this because you're probably not on the live, but you're going to watch a replay. Now, Brian Tracy says, if you want to be happy, if you want to be satisfied, you want to have great success, right? You have a wonderful feeling of personal power. When we have power over that we have accomplished, is that a good feeling? That is a good feeling. You don't want to be effective. Man, who wants to be ineffective? Nobody. You want to be effective at what you do. Huh? You want to develop the habit of growing and doing the things that you need to do in less time than you really, and stop the procrastination. We really want to size that down. Okay, now all of these skills that we talk about here in Eating the Frog, or the book, if you have the book and you read it, or you will read it, or you promise to read it, or you promise to get it, a lot of them are, we have to learn them because I remember I used to be taught, do the easiest ones first. Yeah, do the easiest one first. You go to school, do the easiest one, but knock those off first. And then you have the hard ones, and then they'll be like, man, this rocking my brain, right? Yeah, so it's a mind shift. You have to shift. And so this is just one way, we can continue to do what we do, but this is another way. And I think that because knowledge is power, and because when it's applied, it's more powerful, we need to learn something new. We need to try different ways to see which is more effective. Evaluate it and see which one works best for you. So not one size doesn't fit all, but when you have the ability to choose, then that's even better. Okay. So he summarizes these 21. And we're not going to do 21 today. We're just probably going to do five of them, right? The first thing he said, set the table. Okay, remember in the beginning of the book, we talk about eating the ugliest frog first. Every time I think about that, that thing make me cringe. Eating the ugliest frog first. Eating the ugliest frog first. Oh my goodness. In your life, what you have to do, the most difficult task. That's what he says. Do that one first. And once you have done that one helps to lift you up, motivate you, be like, man, all right, knock that down. These are all cheese. I'm just going to knock them off, right? Yeah. He says, set the table and decide exactly what you want. Oh my goodness. What do you want? What do you want in your life? What do you want in your business? What do you want for your family? What do you want for yourself? Come on now. We got to remember self. And it's not being selfish when we think about ourselves. That's another one again, people don't like to think about themselves. They're saying, we think about everybody. You have got to think about yourself because without you, there's no them. Hello. All right. So decide with what you want. When you get on that table and you see all those frogs in front of you, exactly what is it you want to do? You want to get all of them in a basket, or you want to just pick one at a time? Or you want to just be like, man, let them run all over the place. When I get them, I get them. Right? So write down your goals. Well, pretty much he's not talking about the literal frog, but he wants you to, that's just a picture of exactly how to look at it. Write down your goals and write the objectives before you ever begin anything. So what you want to do, you want to buy a new cell phone. Yeah, the $900 or $700. Okay, what are you going to do? Okay, so that's your goal, a new brand cell phone, whatever they call them, iPhone 13. Okay, how are you going to get that? You're going to work a second job. You're going to do a part-time business. You're going to save this amount of money. How are you going to take it out on lease and pay on it every month? Decide what you want to do. Then make sure that you write them down, the goals, the objectives, steps you're going to use to take and to get you to that point. Just like your GPS. When you're going somewhere, especially somewhere that you haven't been before, you plug that address into your GPS and you're here, and the GPS will take you where you're going. So it take you step by step around the corners, and it will and let you know when there's traffic or roadblocks or accidents or whatever. All right. So you set the table. You gotta have clarity, my friends. You gotta know what you want. Then you plan it out. Plan it a day in advance. Okay. Well, tomorrow I have this to do. This is how I'm gonna approach it. This is how I will approach it. Eating that biggest frog first. Knock off the more difficult tasks first. Whether you're going to the job, whether you're at home working, doesn't matter. Whether you're doing chores, yeah, organize your day, right? Write it on paper. Well, Brian Tracy said, think on paper. Think on paper. It's easy to forget it because we ain't all that super people. It's easy to forget it. And if you don't forget everything, you're going to forget some parts of it or a line or a word. Write it down because once you put it on paper, it will remain on the paper unless you throw it away. But yes, the memory goes and comes. Something comes and distracts you. Be like, man, what was that again? Just can't remember. Write it down. Think on paper. That's a very good concept to carry on, to take with you in life. Think on paper, write it down, or put it in your computer or in your notes of your phone. That's why when they make these phone, they make these all these sections in notes of your phone. Type it in there, and you remember. You have it saved, right? Everything you want to do, right? You got to put it on paper. Yes, because take it out of your head all the time. That is something I had to learn. I had to grow into that because I'm always thinking and I'll be like, oh, I got this. No, but when I started to write it down, I realized that, oh, it will always be there because if I don't, then I'll forget some parts of it. Then that's number two. We're only going to do five, right? Oh, he said practice the 80-20 rule. Practice the 80-20 rule. You do 80% is going to be your result. So you do 20% of the work. 20% of all your activities will account for 80% of your results. Concentrates on your efforts, right? Now, we talked about, I had a post today again. It says, marry the process and divorce the outcome. Yes, think about what you plan to do. You got to do the work. Yeah, we want the results, but guess what? Oh yeah, we want to get the Bentley, and we just want to talk about it. Man, I need that Bentley. I need that Bentley. I need that Bentley. Hi, Mickey. I need that Bentley. But that's what you're gonna do to get it, right? What you're gonna do to get it. Gotta put in some work. All right. So the 80-20 rule, 20% of the activities and 80% of the result. We gotta work smarter, not harder. That's number three. Okay. Now, all right. So the next one, it said apply, it said focus on the key results. Huh? Key result areas. So you want to identify those results that are absolutely positively you have to get done. Right? You do that because you know that you're a leader and you're just such a positive person. You know, those areas you can, portray it in what you do. Yeah, you get up, you get dressed, you be present in the moment. Focus on the key areas that you have, your strengths. We're not talking about any weaknesses here. We talk about challenges. Focus on your strengths, right? And use those strengths in your work, if you have strong work ethics, put them in. Okay, put them in. All right, that's number three. That's number four, I believe. Yep, that's number four. And the last one. And the last one. Motivate yourself into action. That's five. It's 21. So we're just going to do five. Motivate yourself into action. Now, we have internal motivation and external motivation. So we have to do that. And for ourselves, nobody's coming to your rescue. We always say, so you have to find a way to motivate yourself with music, maybe some poetry. People like to work and listen to classical movement. They like to do a little golfing. So whatever you need to do to motivate yourself, be your own cheerleader. Yeah, be your own cheerleader. Look for every good in every situation. Look for the good. Think positive, right? Think positive. Focus on the solution rather than the problem. Oh my goodness. Now, when something is bothering us, we think everything apart from how we plan to solve it or what we need to do to try to get a solution to the problem. We focus, man, I have this problem. Man, it's killing me. I can't get this done. I can't get. Just take a pause and think about, okay, what might I do to solve this problem? Focus on the solution. Be optimistic. Be optimistic all the way. Be positive, be optimistic. So, just as five from eating that frog today, I hope my friend is going to be happy. I promised to get her the book so she can read that book for herself. It's Brian Tracy's Eat That Frog 21 Ways That We Can Stop Procrastination and Get Our Work Done in Less Time. Now, my friends, it is Friday, and I just want to remind some of you guys, or whoever is going to be listening, or those going to be watching the replay. Every Tuesday we have a session in Clubhouse. Every Tuesday afternoon at 6:30 p.m. on the Eastern Time Zone. We do a lot of these, whether it's with personal development, whether it's with social media strategies, whether it's with something maybe a lot of organization. We pass on a lot of skill sets, things that people can use in their business or in their life. So I'd encourage everybody. It's an audio platform, so you could be driving down the road and listening to Clubhouse. It's a lot of free information. So jump on Clubhouse if you can and listen. We have a room every Tuesday afternoon at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, as a matter of fact, times have changed uh, for some people, so we moved it up to 5:30 p.m. on the Eastern Time. We might have to go back to 6:30, but right now we are 5:30. I'm throwing it out there because we do discuss a lot of, we give away a lot of free and valuable information that a lot of people can use. So to your choosing, and not only our room, but there are other rooms there that a lot of experts operate, and there are a lot of free information. So if you don't know anything about Clubhouse, that's something that you can just go into your app store, your Google Play, and download the app and just jump into the room. You can go and leave quietly. You don't have to you hang around, you get what you need, you leave. Their protocols as well. So just follow the protocols and raise your hand, ask your question, listen to the experts, listen to the gurus, get information, lots of information. These are not the days when we said, oh man, I don't know where to get the help. Oh my goodness. There's so much. If you have a cell phone with a data plan, or on with Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, information. You cannot believe everything you see, but you know what? Information, you sift it out, you take what you want to find out of it. All right. And of course we do social media, but I'm sure you will be able to tell me what's on the Instagram platform, reels and stories and so on. But there's also Google, which is our best friend. We can Google and get a lot of information from that. Ask Google anything. They'll be able to help you out. All right, so that's Clubhouse. So we have finished eating that frog. We are going to start off with something else for next week. But remember, always got to take care of yourself, my friends. With all that's happening around, we've got to take care of ourselves and be safe. We're still not out of the woodworks. Yep, with all that's happening, we got to go to work. We have to be around others, so we follow protocols. There's a lot of people we have lost. A lot of people are ailing in the hospitals. People that I know, friends, family, and all that good stuff. It is still a force to reckon with, and it is really yeah. But we know where our strength comes from, and so we continue to trust and believe that He's able to keep us from falling and to present us faultless. So, all right. Eating that frog, that was a great ride. I'm so happy I read that book, and I'd encourage everyone to get it and read it. If you feel like, you're really like struggling and just don't know what to do, when to do, this is a really great book to kind of help and straighten you out. Yeah. All right, my friends. Well, it is time for you and me and everybody, wherever you are in the world, to go do what you do best. If you're at work, continue working and enjoy your job. enjoy your job and do your best at your job. And for those persons who have come home from work, just sit back, relax, spend time with family, and I see you next week. All right. Oh, before I forget, next week we'll be starting our 14-day video challenge. It's gonna be a doozy with Helen Martin again. Oh, I just love the fun. So this is what my third challenge with Helen. Yeah, it's just fantastic. It's just another way of passing on more information. Whatever Helen asks, then we'll be so follow me and put your notification on so you know when I go live. We don't know what we might have to talk about, but definitely we're gonna be talking about it. So let me know how you like this. The frog eat that frog, and let me know if you have read the book. Let me know if you're gonna get the book, or if I did say something that inspired you. All right, follow me next week for video challenge. Talk to you later. Bye.